sandy path.
There we go.
All right, day one on the trail just started. You can see there's some animals right there. And I also have a friend. And here we go, Colorado Trail. So good conversations, good company thus far. The trail is super clean and it's already stunning. If anyone tries to tell you that the start of this trail is a little bit boring or a little flat, you're still going through a gorgeous canyon. So about 7 miles in, feet are feeling great, just busting through. I'm averaging, according to this dude's running watch, 4.5 miles an hour, which seems a bit much, but doing well so far. I was not expecting this trail to be as deserty as it is. We started the day wet, cold, lots of underbrush, and it was really nice. And now it's exposed, hot, dry, and cacti everywhere. So this is going to be the longest stretch without water for a while, but it's only 10 miles, so we should be good. We just cameled up. We're already burning through quickly. As for the view, it is just hills all around us, so can't complain so far. Day two. Day one, I ended at about just over 27 miles. So today I don't know where I'm hiking. There's a bathroom in 3 miles that's got my name on it. Ended up camping with some people I'd seen earlier in the day, and now I'm off on my own again. So just in this nice little wood section. The wildflowers everywhere are phenomenal, but it is still but crack of dawn, so definitely not looking too vibrant on film, I'm assuming. trail. It's another morning. This is day 3, night 2. I ended up sleeping in this big valley I'm in. And it's gorgeous over here. I ended up sleeping with these 3 others that were hiking together. They let me bum off of them and crash through campsite, which was pretty fun. Got to watch some moose in the valley around sunset. I tried to get some footage with them with my phone, which has like a digital zoom, but this is a fixed lens, so I couldn't exactly get much with this. That being said, I was hoping to head another 25 today. Yesterday I did like 23. I'm at mile 50 right now, and yeah. Back on the trail. I just popped into Jefferson, hitched a ride, had some hot food, got back out here. Had my first run-in with the fabled afternoon thunderstorms that everyone's been talking about. All of a sudden hail was coming down, and thunder and lightning. And you can see it's looking pretty gray and dark in front of me, but it seems to be moving away. Gonna try to push a few more miles a day. I've already had a big day, but I'm gonna go a few more because this area is crowded with like RV campers and things, and apparently there's been huge bear activity recently, and they're not getting scared off by even groups of multiple hikers. So I'm gonna try to push through, get a little bit of ways away from the trailhead and everything. So yeah. Looks like here we are joining the Continental Divide Trail for at least a little bit. Day number 5. Starting at mile roughly 105. I'm going to be stopping right through Copper Mountain today. Trail goes right through it, so I can get a hot lunch after about 15 miles. So it is the beginning of day 6. Yesterday was a bit rough. Went into Copper Mountain, very resort town, but it was a huge push up to it. Ended up going through my first actual mountains. And, just had a rough day. Got to bed and slept way in. I think I started walking at maybe like 8:15 today. But I'm going up through Tennessee Pass right now. You can see behind me, heading up right through there. And I slept this morning at the bottom of this valley. Got dropped back off at the trailhead. Started hiking again. This time, only gonna be doing about 20 miles today or so, because I got dropped off a little late already. But I'm gonna push hard. Lots of good food. Got my mellies, joined the cult, and gonna start pushing towards the Collegiates. It looks like towards the end of my run through the Collegiate West, I'm gonna be hitting some serious weather. But I've got plans to stay near tree lines, hike when it's safe, and hopefully I don't get struck by lightning. So right now I'm in Twin Lakes. I'm hiking into there tomorrow. Well, heard a crashing sound. Was trying to walk around and figure out where it came from. This is a big old cow. hiked all day with this dude named Butcher and stayed in a cabin, a little public access cabin with a wood stove overnight. It ended up being this crazy old man from Texas hanging out in it, just kind of bumming in it. But super friendly, told us lots of fun stories, and it ended up winning some pretty nasty thunderstorms, which was pretty nice. And mice didn't eat my stuff. So all in all, good night. Now I'm onto the boring, dry section of the trail, which today I might potentially have an 18-mile dry stretch. So I'm gonna fill up as much as I can, try to keep water on me. So I'm getting some of my first actual rain. It's not bad, but it started coming before I had set up my tarp. So now I hastily set up my tarp. You can see it's not the best pitch, but there's not a lot of wind. My bag is dry, that's all that matters. I got my dinner, my stuff right there. Right on the edge of a river. And yeah, I'm getting friggin' rained on. What the heck, Mother Nature? So you can't see anything, but I'm currently camped out right out under a pass, right up by a rock slide, which is a little bit nerve-wracking because the winds get pretty intense. So I set my tarp up low in a configuration that should be good against the wind, but there's always the chance that it'll just come down at night on top of me, which scares me. So I probably won't sleep too well, but I'm into town tomorrow. And if it does come down on me, I'll be able to just put it right back up. It'll just be this center post that's one of my trekking poles that I can put back up. And if it comes down a few times in the night, I might just have to relocate, which is fine too. So I'm still wearing my shirt and a down jacket and leaving the top of my sleeping bag open. So we'll see how we do tonight. Wish me luck. So luckily the storm kind of skirted around me, but I did get dumped on a little bit with some hail. I'm pretty wet. I'm at the top of my pass and I'm just under clear blue skies. And ooh, we are back in the mountains. Now we're back in the mountains.
So I'm in a town called Lake City, and I guess a village technically. It's my second to last stop. I camped out in this RV park. They let me set up shop here, use their laundry and shower. And I'm gonna head into town and grab a hot breakfast and charge up my stuff, steal the Wi-Fi at the buffet, and then I should be at noon heading back onto the trail. And it looks like I'll only have about 5 days left of hiking before I finish this thing. So I'm getting pretty excited. Not eager for it to be done, but I am eager to finish. And it's an odd feeling.
So I'll be the first to admit, last night was pretty rough. Got set up early, but didn't get into the trail until late because the public shuttle never showed up. Had to pay some dude $50 to give me a ride. Made it to the trailhead like 2 hours late, and then realized, oh, there's a 10-mile stretch where there's going to be no camping. It's way above the tree line. So I had to stop early. So I have to push some really big miles today to catch up. Otherwise, Keith and Chad are going to be waiting for me, and I'm not going to get into Silverton until the evening. Otherwise, it's no big deal. Just got pretty cold. It rained all night long. My tarp is soaked, so I've got it rigged up. I don't know if you guys can see this. No. Hanging from my backpack. On the outside, hopefully the wind from being up high for 10 miles will dry it off and not act as a parachute. Yep. Here we go. Woo! colder tonight, probably because there's water right there. But this giant valley finally hit actual road that leads right to town. So probably be there by dark because it's another 4 or 5 miles. But it's not really too bad, is it? Do some night hiking. It's hardly hiking, it's more like road walking. I just sat on this perfectly flat little rock for like, I didn't even realize, 15-20 minutes and my legs felt fine. I didn't feel them right.
My shoulders hurt. My breath has gotten better. I feel better.
We're breaking in.
Yeah.
Breaking your step in.
How many miles have we done?
Probably like 5.
I fucking hope we've done at least 5.
So we're out in the San Juan National Forest now on the final stretch to Durango, and I say we because Chad and Keith came out. They came out to join me, finish off the trail with me, which is pretty cool.
We got tape on my feet.
Just falls apart when I come to and come apart at the seams. So it seems, so you seem to know exactly what I mean. You don't. I'm starting to believe you to be true.
Hello camera. We are about to do it. Like it's the evening. We did we're heading to our campsite. It'll be a 30 today, and then we'll be 14 miles away from the trailhead. We are on the big decline into Durango. We did pretty much all the up. I'm never gonna step foot above 12,000 feet again on this trail. Pretty much did it. Downhill, there's one hill tomorrow morning. It's up for about 1,000 feet, and we'll be done and in civilization. Keith, anything to add? Woo! All right, Keith says, woo! Chad, anything to add? Like,
I really want a hamburger. My legs hurt. I'm very proud of myself.
Chad, at camp today, you'll have hiked 30 miles today. What do you feel? How do you feel?
Better than I did yesterday. Not after yesterday.
Maybe in a different world, maybe with a different Earl, maybe in a different world, maybe with a kid at Earl, maybe in a different world, maybe with a
Look at that shit right there. I did it. I did the Colorado Trail in 20 days. No matter where I am, I'm in the shade, so it's bad lighting. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I would give it 5 stars. So yeah, Alright, that was the best